Yes, good afternoon, students. Today we are going to see the topic about Unit 1 in Economics, P.G.T.R.B. classes. In this class, we are discussing the MCQs from Unit 1. So, what are the MCQs? Come to the examination. So, the first one, the term economics. Its origin to Greek word. So, which is the Greek word? Economics is K. That is the Oikonomio. The answer is Oikonomio. C is the correct answer, Oikonomio. The next one. Next question. Adam Smith published his masterpiece, An Enquiry into the Nature and Causes of Wealth of Nations in the year. So, which year Adam Smith published this masterpiece book? That is an enquiry into the nature and causes of wealth of nation. So, the year is 1776. So, that 77. You have to remember the year 77. So, 1776 only Adam Smith published this book, An Enquiry into the Nature and Causes of Wealth of Nations. Then third question, Oikonomia means. The Greek word oikonomo only, the origin of the word economics. Oikonomo means what? That is called management of household. So the answer is B, management of household. So oikonomia means management of household. The next one, economics regard decision making as important because why it is called important? Decision making is important for economists because of these all are the four answers. All of the above is the correct answer only. So the first one is the resources required to satisfy our unlimited wants and needs are finite or scarce. Yes. So the human wants are unlimited. That is called only, it's a finite only. It's a unlimited, but the resources are always limited. That is why the decision making is very important for economists. The first reason. And the second reason is it's a crucial to understand how we can best allocate our resource. Scarce resource to satisfy society, unlimited wants and needs. Because always a limited resources, but the wants are unlimited. That is why how can this crucial they will be understand to satisfy the society. So that is why this is the second reason of decision making importance. The third one, resources have alternative uses because resources always limited. That is why resources have alternative uses only. That is why these three are answer. So in this, D is the correct answer only. So the all the above is the answer only. The next one, fifth one. Economics is the science of choice making. So what it implies? It means a choice to be made between alternative uses. Already we know because the resources are limited, that is why it will be the alternative uses. So economics is the science of choice making means choice to be made between alternative uses. That is the correct answer one B. The sixth one, which one is the feature of Marshall's definition? The study of wealth as well as study of man. That is called Marshall definition. Study of wealth is only for Adam Smith, but Alfred Marshall is study of wealth as well as study of man. So this is the only the feature of Marshall's definition. So the answer is C. Then seventh one, according to Robbins. So Robbins means, so Robbins said means what? That is a scarce only because the scarcity definition is given by Lionel Robinson. So the question is, according to Robbins, means what? That is called scarce only. The next one, economics is the study of. It's a study of how society manage its scarce resources. That's all. Already we know economics means what? How can man himself to satisfy between the limited resources and unlimited wants. That is why economics is the study of how society manage its scarce resources. Resources are always the scarce only. The next one. In economics, we use the term scarcity to mean. So the scarcity means what? It is a relative scarcity, that is scarcity in relation to wants of the society. That is why always relative scarcity. Relative scarcity means scarcity in relation to the wants of the society. The next one, what implication does resource scarcity have for the satisfaction of wants? So what is its implication? Resource sacrifice. How for the satisfaction of wants? The answer is not all wants can be satisfied. A is the correct answer because all wants are not satisfied. Some wants are not unsatisfied only, not satisfied. That is why the answer is not all wants can be satisfied. Then Adam Smith defined economics in terms of this is the science of wealth only because Adam Smith only given the masterpiece of Wealth of Nation. That is why his science is the science of wealth only. The next one. Who defined economics in terms of dynamic growth and development? Paul A. Samuelson. That is why the Paul Samuelson definition is called growth and development definition only. So who defines means only Paul A. Samuel only defines the dynamic growth and development. The next one, every economic system scarcity imposes limitations on only households, business firms, governments, and the nations as whole. So in the all means household, the individuals and the firms, and also the governments and the nation as a whole. So these all are the imposes limitations of the every economic system. So the answer is A. The next question. Economic goods are considered scarce resources because they don't exist in adequate quantity to satisfy the requirements of the society. Yes. So the scarce resources because of only does not exist in the adequate quantity because the quantity is already defined. Already it is only the limited. That is why don't exist an adequate quantity to satisfy the requirements of the society. The next question. Economics is the study of mankind in the ordinary business of life. Was given by. So who given this definition? Alfred Marshall only. Alfred Marshall only gives the study of mankind in the ordinary business life. So this is the definition for Alfred Marshall. The next one. Consider the following and decide which, if any, economy is without scarcity. So without scarcity is not possible. That is why none of the above only the answer. It is a pre-independent or it is a mythical economy or it is an economy where income is distributed equally among its people. So always the decide if any economy is without scarcity is not possible. That is why none of the above is the correct answer only. The next one, human wants are in response to satisfy their wants. So always the human wants are unlimited. So that is why answer is A only. Next question. Economic goods are considered as scarce resources because of it is an inadequate quantity to satisfy the needs of the society. So the inadequate quantity to satisfy the needs means because always the society wants to satisfy their needs, but it is an inadequate quantity only. So this is the answer only. The next one. The meaning of time element is economics is it's an operational time in which supply adjusts with the market demand only. So the meaning of time element means in economics, it's only the operational time only, which is supply adjusts with the market demand. That is why the answer is C only. Then all wants of individual are not of equal importance. Why? Because of wants are only the ordering only we are giving the importance. This is the first preference. This is the second preference. This want is a third preference. This want is a postpontable. That is why all wants of an individual are not equal importance. They are having some grades or some preferences only. It is a equal importance is not possible. So, 21 question. Dash refers to the process of selecting appropriate alternative that will provide the most of efficient means of attaining a desired end from two or more alternative courses of action. So, why it is called two or more courses? Because of decision making. So, they have some choices, which is the best one, A, B, C, D, or these four times, which is the best one. So, that is called alternative. Appropriate alternative means the selecting. In this process is only in decision making one, because the decision making is a final for the economics. So they have some alternatives. In that appropriate alternatives, they will be taking which is the best or which is the good one. That is called decision making. The next one, business economics is. So the business economics means it's a D, B, and C only. So involve the practical application of economic theory in business, decision making, and also it's incorporate tools from multiple disciplines also. And also C. So that is why the answer is D, B, C. Three are correct only. A is not only the answer. That is why it includes B, C, D. This is called business economics, the decision making of business economics and multiple disciplines. It incorporate the tools from multiple disciplines also. Yes. The next one, business economics is also known as managerial economics. We know that the question of choice arises because our productive resources are both A and B is the answer only. What is the A? It is or unlimited. Yes, the resources are limited. The resources are limited. It can be employed in alternative only. So that is why the answer is A and B. Then 25th question. The management of business unit generally needs to make. It is a strategic decision and it is a tactical decision and it is an operational decision. So that is why these all above. So the answer is all above. So the management of a business unit generally needs to be make these all type of decision making only. Yes, I hope you all are understand. So these are the MCQs from Unit 1. Unit 1 is only the introduction of economics. Okay, we will continue in the next session also. Please, thank you, students.